We're going to call this meeting to order. All right. Welcome to Senate Rules today on Tuesday, March 18th, 2025, in the year of our Lord. All right. We've had a long day on the Senate floor, so we're going to try to make this quick and painless as can be. First thing we got to do, I need to get SR 323 over to standing committee. I've got a motion from from Senator Ginn. I've got a second from Senator Beach. Any further discussion? It's just a study committee. We need to make a little amendment changing the amount of days on it. No further discussion. All in favor say aye. All opposed? All right. Motion carries unanimously. We'll see that on. We're going to have standing committee on Thursday. Mark your calendars. Important day. Okay. Let's get rolling with some House members. Leader registration. Lead us off.
I have House Bill 360, which is a bill dealing with the use of tax credits for those who are already in line to receive them several years out. It does not increase the credit cap, but it will allow for use for the historic building tax credits within the city of Atlanta in anticipation of the World Cup. Yes, sir.
360. Remember, we got Senator Rhett, so you have to say your bill number 8 times.
I don't have the yellow sheet.
It's page 2, halfway down.
Mr. Chairman, I have another measure, if I may.
That'd be great.
So House Bill 416 is a bill dealing with the enterprise zones. What was the Gulch is now Centennial Yards that allow for the to meet the original objective. We passed legislation several years ago, allow for the bonds to be on track in the timeline anticipated. We didn't expect the political problems it have in the city a few years back that just delayed everything. But now we're back on track with it, would ask for favorable consideration. And then,
you got another one?
Mr. Chairman, for the majority whip in the House, he is covering for me on the floor right now. House Bill 51 is allowing for GFA loans in circumstances where municipal natural gas needed.
Yep. We passed that. Senator Summers carried it.
Very good. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You Chairman? Get on up here, Chairman Rhodes.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, thank you. House Bill 241. I didn't see it on your sheets yet, but hopefully it'll be on there shortly.
How'd that happen?
Oversight. I don't know. Yeah,
Oversight.
That's fine. Just get it on there.
When did you get out of committee with it?
Last week.
Okay. Well, the day would matter, but.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to ask you for it anyway. It's
all right, no, we'll make note of it.
Yeah, it's something that you're familiar with, earned wage access. What this bill does, we did not create any new regulation. We just reworked our current structure to make these structured as loans, and they can charge up to a $5 fee.
Okay.
So, thank you.
Thank you. We'll be on the lookout for it. Representative Williams, come on.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I'm here today to ask for House Bill 586. It simply extends the current exemption on intangible recording taxes on security deeds from 3 years to 62 months, and it comes without objection from any interested party. And specifically, I've met with both ACCG and GMA, and they're both neutral on the bill.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, House members, just FYI, so on our sheet, the yellow sheet, if you're not on there, what we're doing this week, we're making sure we're getting department bills and governor's bills moving. So if you don't see it and you don't want to stand there and present something that's not going to get called up, then I'm going to save you some time. But your presence is noted. It's going in the book. You got it in the book, Mercedes? All right. Put it in the green book. All right. Representative Loach, come on up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have today a Department of Insurance bill. It's House Bill 410. It is truly a housekeeping bill. It cleans up some language, and for instance, where it refers to the insurance commissioner as he, we correct that to read he or she. The only thing of any real significance other than clean up language that this bill does is it moves the license renewal from an annual to every 2 years. That's to streamline and make things easier on the department, and it eliminates the requirement that every branch agency have a separate license. It also recognizes that notifications now involving charters are done electronically, so
good.
it's giving you the
Questions
language to
from the
take that
committee?
out.
I'm gonna save you some time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Reverend Stevens, come on up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On top of page 3, House Bill 473 is the Department Drug Update Bill.
Okay. What was the number again?
473.
473. Okay. All right. Any questions? No questions. Come on up, Representative. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you, sir, I appreciate it. This is on the first page, I think it's like the fourth or fifth one down, it's House Bill 78. And it just raises the abilities for the employment retirement systems and the Georgia Firefighters Pension Fund to raise their limits on alternative investments. One goes from 5 to 10%, and the other one goes to 15 to 20%.
Okay. Any questions for Representative Franklin? Hearing none. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Representative Hong.
Thank you, Chairman. I have House Bill 111 on behalf of Governor Kemp. This bill will accelerate the income tax rate cut from 5.39% to 5.19%.
Good bill. Thank you. Any questions? No questions.
Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Wade, come on up.
Thank you, Chairman, colleagues, and senators. House Bill 105, it's Governor Kemp's update to the indemnification fund to put public school teachers at the same level of public service officers, going from $75,000 to $150,000.
All right. No questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, wait. You got another one. 423.
Yes, sir. House Bill 423, that is the
Good catch.
GMA bill. It's for Next Gen 911, and we appreciate consideration. Senator Albers, I think, is going to be carrying that as well.
Ooh, that might hurt it.
House Bill 423, it is the Next Gen 911. This is GMA and JICA's agency bill. It is to update our 911 centers across Georgia. It's an option for those that want to adopt. Oh, House Bill 105.
105.
That is, okay. Got it, okay.
Yeah, you got to say your numbers like 8 times around here.
Yes, sir. House
Thank
Bill
you.
105 and House Bill 423. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hold on. Chairman Walker. Oh, a question for me. Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman,
State your question.
Mr. Chairman, as a old Navy man, I didn't serve our country in the military, but I wonder if there was a certain way military people gave out numbers. Like, I know they do dates, sometimes different, like the, you know, I just wondered if numbers were that way, because it seems like some of our veterans on the committee have trouble with the bill numbers.
That's true, but that was Air Force. He's Air Force. The Navy, we understand. We can count.
All right, thank you.
All right, Representative Jones, come on up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the committee, I come to you with House Bill 175. This is a decal department bill that effectively updates how they're going to be doing their background checks for approximately 70,000 checks on an annual basis.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
How we doing?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee. I have House Bill 406. It's on the second page, about 3/4 of the way down. It would change retirement for future Superior Court judges, moving the retirement age from 60 to 65.
Okay. Any questions? Mr. Beach, you got a question? You look puzzled. You okay? You got it. That's good. You wrote it down this time? All right, no questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Representative Petrie.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I've got for you today House Bill 584. This is a department bill from the Department of Community Health and the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities.
Double
Simply
department.
moving the regulation of those facilities that DBHDD deals with routinely from licensure at DCH over to DBHDD. Money's
All right.
already in the budget to do so, Mr. Chairman.
Questions? No questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
I haven't had that conversation yet. Mr. Chairman, how are you, sir? Long time no
Good afternoon,
see.
my friends. I bring to you this today, House Bill 74 on your first sheet. A very simple bill. This just places the Lottery Co-am Division under the Administrative Procedures Act, so that when they're doing rules and regs, that they advertise those rules and regs and take public comments and then report it back to the General Assembly what their rules and regs are. This was on HB 353 last year. Seemed to be about the most popular part of that bill, but because of a mix-up in the wording, then that's the reason we're back today.
All right. Any questions, Chairman Dolezal?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Chairman, for being here. I've got two questions, if that's okay.
Sure.
The first one, Chairman Powell, what are you going to be doing tomorrow at 6 a.m.?
I'm going to be in hell tomorrow morning in this room at 6 o'clock. And I will
better be
honestly
careful
tell you, the
asking him
last time I
questions.
woke up on Capitol grounds at 6 a.m. is because I passed out on my couch in the office.
I'm wondering if you think that maybe it's because the chairman of the Senate read a quote in the paper that says, quote, "I've seen a version of the Senate bill over there, and typical of my opinion of the Senate, there's not much to it," unquote.
I think
Were you quoted accurately, Mr. Chairman?
I think I've always been known to be very plain-spoken and accurate in my observations.
Ooh.
I wonder if the whip would like to opine on whether that was
Well,
what gave
offer-
rise to the 6 a.m. meeting.
I have a
Well-
tremendous amount of
Hold
respect.
on.
I think
Order here.
the author of the bill I was referring to agreed with me.
Yeah.
All right, you're recognized.
Thank you, Chairman Gator. I want to tell the chairman I appreciate him, appreciate his friendship. He's always been very upfront and honest with me, and I have always been that way with him. It's built a great friendship, and I'll see you at 6 a.m. in the morning.
There's always room for masochists.
Let me just remind my committee members, this is a PG committee, so be careful what you ask Chairman Powell. Because we are not always going to get a PG answer. All right, Representative New, how are you today?
I am well. I hate that I had to follow that, but good afternoon. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you guys today about House Bill 426. It's the last one on page 2. This bill proposes nonpartisan elections for all magistrate judges. It also places magistrates under the same code section that provide for how and when nonpartisan elections are held. That's it.
426. All right, any questions? No questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on. You good today?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Good.
I'm here to ask for House Bill 137. It's next to the bottom on the first page. This is the third attempt at this, but we're proposing to raise the Public Works purchasing bid limit from $100,000 to $250,000. The bill was passed by both chambers 2 years ago, vetoed by the governor because he wanted to include other agencies. We have included every agency in the state of Georgia that may possibly be wanted to include in this. So,
Okay.
ask for your favorable consideration.
It's a good bill. Much needed. All right, no questions. Thank you. Representative McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I've got House Bill 112 on the front sheet. House Bill 112 is a one-time tax credit for hardworking Georgians. You have had to have paid your 23 and 2024 taxes. The tax liability, if you've paid your 2023 and 2024 taxes, a joint filer will get $500. A head of household will get $375, and an individual will get $250.
All right, no questions.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job. That was a governor's bill, FYI. Go ahead.
Thank you. I bring to you House Bill 331. It is on this second page. It is an consumer protection and an animal protection bill. It stipulates where animals, dogs, cats, and rabbits can be sold and where they can't be sold, and it gives some teeth to local governments who could be enforcing this, and also to the Department of Agriculture.
Good stuff. Anybody got a question for Representative Camp?
No, it's not. But
No.
thank you for asking.
Whoa. Their answers, yes. Go ahead.
You said dogs, cats,
And rabbits.
rabbits?
Yes. It's to help stop people from selling these animals in parking lots and alongside the road. This doesn't have anything to do with people who are giving away animals, but people are selling these animals, oftentimes coming in from out of state, from puppy mills, and oftentimes from organized crime even, and selling these animals, and this untraceable funds going back to these individuals and organizations. And these animals are often misrepresented, and they're not in good health.
So would this prohibit somebody from selling rabbits at a farmer's market or anything like that?
It will not. If there is a pet license in place for that particular location or that particular breeder, then it's not a problem.
But that's a consumable product too, right?
Well, it is a consumable product, yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
These are companion animals is what I'm dealing with, not necessarily what people consume. Thank you for asking, Senator.
People have companion rabbits
They do.
that they bought from the mafia?
No, but I would encourage you, Senator, to go to the Georgia National Fair. There are people showing companion rabbits down there
Really?
every year.
That's interesting.
You companion them up with potatoes and carrots.
And chicken broth. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but would you be amenable for the livestock showdown, legislative showdown, if we competed rabbits?
I would, yes, I would take that challenge. I did come in second place in 2022.
In rabbit showing?
Showing hogs.
That's
so
not
I
rabbits.
would take on the challenge of
Totally
rabbits.
different
Yes,
game.
Senator.
Totally different game.
I am game.
All right. Can we get them from the mafia?
If I find a contact, I will share it with you.
I got a guy. Okay. That's enough. No, we're moving on. Representative Gamble.
Thank you.
Great job, Representative Camp. We're honored to have you here. And that was a department. What department was that? We got to talk to the commissioner.
Chairman,
I'm
how you
sorry.
doing? Good to be
I'm
with you all
sorry.
today.
We're distracted. We get distracted around here.
That's okay. That's okay. House Resolution 42 on the last page, the very last item is the ratification of the gas tax suspension that we did back in the fall in conjunction with Hurricane Helene, when we took 30 cents a gallon off of diesel and motor fuel during that time to help our citizens deal with the fallout of the storm and, of course, inflation as well. And this is a procedural matter. We've done this before, and so that's in essence all the House Resolution 42 does.
Senator Rhett, you're recognized.
Is that a governor's bill?
Governor's bill?
That's correct.
Governor's bill.
Gotta help my buddy out here.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right. And hopefully this resolution will get done in less than 2 hours.
I appreciate that. I have one more, Chairman, if you
Sure.
want me to. All right.
Sure.
House Bill 475 is a Department of Economic Development bill. This is not any type of expansion of the film tax credit, but it does put some guardrails around the existing program, deletes some antiquated language, and creates a loser pay scenario if someone challenges the decision of the department and is ultimately unsuccessful. It requires them to pay attorney's fees. So that, in essence, is all House Bill 475 does, and that's on the last page there, just above the one I mentioned a minute ago.
And that's supported by the industry and the department.
That is correct.
Who's
Thank you.
carrying that?
You, I
Oh,
believe.
okay.
Yes.
Just checking.
Yes.
I was just quizzing you.
Yeah.
All right. Good
Thank you.
job. Question? Madam Pro Tem, How are you today?
I'm good, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the committee, I wanted to ask for your consideration of House Bill 614. It's on the last page. It would allow a city or county to adopt a local ordinance to prohibit fireworks, the ignition of fireworks, within 200 yards of a facility housing equines in a confined area. There are about 17 other uses in current law that prohibit the ignition of fireworks within closer proximity. This would be the only one that also requires a local ordinance to be passed. I put it in there so that it would not apply to most areas of the state unless they had a, where I live, where Senator Beach lives, but I've since learned throughout the state there are areas that have a thriving horse farm community, and we have that where we live.
We have multiple of those in my district as well. So good stuff. Any questions? Oh, Senator Rutt, he's on fire today.
I also remember the bill number.
Good. Speak into the mic, if you don't mind. We got
This pretty much
hundreds
leaves it
and
up to
thousands of
local-
people listening at home.
Local areas to make that decision?
Yes, they would make the decision if they want to enact the ordinance.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other questions? Well, hold on. How many horses?
It just says equines.
How far? My vice chairman is using me as a vessel for questions.
I left it up to the local government. It came out of the House 100 yards. The Senate, in its infinite wisdom and committee, made it up to 200 yards.
Up to 200
Up to, but the local government could make it 15 yards, 30 yards, 50 yards, up to 200.
Good stuff. From the building. Corner of the building? Center of the building? I don't care. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good job. Wouldn't know it. Chairman Martin. Seen a lot of you lately.
Yes, and I thank you for working with us.
Absolutely. We're honored to do
HB
it.
38 is the first bill on the first page. This is an update to the completion grant that we've had such success with since it's been implemented to help folks get across the finish line. If you remember, the grant gives up to $2,500, kind of a last money effort to help people close out their college or certificate training. What this bill does is changes the level of completion you need to have made before you get the grant. In a 2-year program, we're backing that up to 45% because they plan a year ahead. So having the 75% that was there previously essentially made it unusable for 2-year programs in the technical college system of Georgia. So we're going to 70% for a 4-year degree, 45% for a 2-year degree, and this is less than $10 million. We budget $10 million. We've spent just a little bit less than that over the last 3 years, and helped over 6,000 students a year do that. About 95% of the hours that are taken with this money get passed. Happy to answer any questions. Also, it extends the sunset date for 5 years, but it keeps a sunset on it so that we continue to look at for a value for the taxpayers.
Any questions for the author? Hearing none. Thank you.
Thank you.
Representative Crowe.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The first bill I have is House Bill 159. It's for the Department of Community Affairs and the Georgia Housing and Finance Authority. It's at the bottom of page 1. This would increase their statutory cap on the amount of mortgage revenue bonds that they can have outstanding, the aggregate amount. It would increase it from $3 billion to $6 billion to fund the Georgia Dream Homeownership Program.
Okay, you got another one?
I do. House Bill 161, the very next one, the top of page 2, the bill for the GBI. This would, they can currently issue administrative subpoenas simply for the production of evidence from communications companies and just subscriber information for certain crimes. This would add a handful of crimes that they could issue those administrative subpoenas for with oversight from the Attorney General. It would include computer crimes, swatting, terroristic threats, harassment phone calls, and domestic terrorism.
Questions? No questions.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Representative Ford. You here for the Lapa Hall
I'm back.
You're
from
back.
Friday. House Bill 55 is the adding the judge for the Lapahawk Judicial Circuit. And I would ask for your favorable consideration. If anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. I was here with Chairman Goodman Friday, but I'm coming on my own today.
Oh, look at you growing up right before our very eyes. Senator Redd, you're recognized for a question.
Is this a continuation of her first visit to this?
It is. This is my second visit.
It is her first visit by herself.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was here first. I was the first one here and the last one to go, so I was waiting.
Patiently waiting.
Yes.
You didn't want your colleagues in the House to see you getting hazed.
No, I was just letting the others go before me.
Look at you.
Just waiting until. Yeah, hoping I wouldn't get hazed again, but
Nah, I think you're
appreciate
good.
it. Any help we can get.
I can guarantee you your bill will get favorable consideration.
Thank you.
All right. Is there any other members out there I missed? Seeing none. All right, we got some other bills. I think they've already been covered though, haven't they? All right, 199. That's just allowing the judges to hide their information from the public. HB 266. Senator Dolezal, what you got?
This is a bill from Representative Saines that we have perfected, and we have inserted the Senate language eliminating the state income tax for military retirement income in the state of Georgia.
Beautiful. Great bill, long overdue. All right, HB 290. Senator Albers, you're carrying that one. You figured out what it does yet?
Annual IRS update bill that we need to get out so everybody get their taxes done.
There you go. Probably need to get that one going pretty quickly. All right. I think is that it? That's all of them, isn't it? All right, let's pick some. I've got 4 ding-dings today. So I'm going to allow us to pick 3 bills, and if you get a ding-ding, you'll get immediate relief, immediate pick. If by the end of 3 you hadn't picked them, actually the end of 4, we'll do 4, and if none of them are picked, then I'm going to just put them on. Okay? Let's get rolling. Where'd I leave off? I don't think I marked it last week. Yeah, but I don't think I was marking it. Who picked last? I think you was Calzer, Senator, my secretary. So good job. All right, let's see. All right, Senator Robertson.
I want to pick, I know it's not a ding-ding, but HB 161 for my good friend, Representative Crow.
That's a good bill.
HB 161, top of second page. All right, Senator Anavatarte.
So I'm going to guess, because it has the governor's name on it, that HR 42 is a ding-ding.
HR
Very last one.
42, last on the last page.
Don't let it be a ding-ding.
All right. What else?
House Bill 423.
Great bill.
423.
Is that a ding-ding?
Wouldn't matter if it was. You only get one ding-ding. All right. Senator Jackson, our minority whip.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to pick HB, well, I think this is a ding-ding, actually. 55.
Oh, so close.
Oh, no.
So close.
I was, but then,
It was close. Not a ding-ding.
oh, that was your number 1. Sorry.
Lapahall, you got picked.
Because he was like, I guarantee you.
Senator Walker.
HB 112.
112. Boom. Good job. What else? What you got?
Let's do HB 584.
584, last page. Okay. That gives me 2, 4, 6. All right, Center Beach.
HB 614.
614. All right. Y'all did okay. You got 2 ding dings. I'm going to put the next 2 on. HB 111 and HB 406. All right. So that gives us, so Senator Dolezal, you'll be up next. So if you want your bill picked, you should go bring him flowers and candies, all under $75 value. And what kind of weird stuff you like Gusto bowls and healthy. He likes healthy food. You're not recognized at this time. He eats kale sandwiches on gluten-free buns, of course. Okay. I'll stop. And then Senator Rhett's next. Yeah, you'll be after him. Then Senator Ginn, Alberts, Anderson. I'm trying to help everybody who to lobby here for their bills. House members, pay attention. All right, back to work. HB 55, HB 111, HB 112, HB 161, HB 406, HB 423, HB 584, HB 614, and HR 42. What's the will of the committee? I got a motion from Senator Ginn. Got a second from Senator Beach. Any further comments, questions, discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye. All opposed say nay. All right. Motion carries unanimous. Get to your committees.